So today, in our Vrajmandal Parikrama, we will visit Barasana. This is one of the most wonderful and blissful places in Vrajmandal Parikrama, and originally known as a Vrajmandal. Vrajmandal Maharaj was the father of Srimati Radharani, and he used to live here with his family. And Barasana is situated about 42 kilometers north from the Mathura, and there is a 7-kilometer long Parikrama road around it. And as I mentioned previously, that it is a place where Vrajmandal Maharaj used to stay. And this place has many pastimes of Radha Krishna. As per the Adi Varaha Purana and Padma Purana, it is said that once Brahma, he performed austerities. And he wanted one boon from their lordship, that he wanted to take part in Lord's pastimes, which he is going to enact in the age of Dwapar in Vrindavan, especially in Vrajmandal. So he was requesting him that you should do something for me so that I can take part in your pastimes. I can assist you in your pastimes. Because being the second creator of this material universe, he is continuously engaged in the material welfare of this material universe. So his lamentation was that he is not able to get time to get done bhajan. So he wanted to do his personal sadhana. So he requested Krishna that you should do something for me. Then Lord asked him that you go to Vrajmandal, this particular place, and perform your austerities. Because there only Srimati Radharani going to come and stay there with her family. And this particular place will become more enchanting for me, and I will have a wonderful pastimes here. So please go there and perform your austerities. So Brahmaji came here at Vrajmandal, and right now if you go there and see, surrounding area is totally flat land. And this particular place, which is known as a Barasana or Vrajmandal, has 4 peaks of mountains. And they are considered to be the 4 heads of Brahma. And Lord Brahma, in this particular form as a mountain, is providing a place for their lordship to perform their pastimes in Barasana. So this is the temple of Shriji. Generally in Barasana they call Srimati Radharani as a Shriji or Ladliji. So this is the temple of Sri Ladliji. Originally the deities inside this temple were installed by Vajrana, the great grandson of Krishna. And that was some 5,000 years ago. After some time, that temple also disappeared, deities also disappeared. Then just 500 years back, there used to be one devotee. His name was Narayan Bhatta, and he was in the Sampradaya of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Once Radharani came to his dreams and she told him that I am here in this particular place, so please take me out and reinstall me in the temple. So Narayan Bhatta, he went there, and with the help of the villagers, they found the deities of Srimati Radharani. And then they established temple here it is said that this temple, which is there right now, that was erected by Raj Bihar Singh in 1675. And after that, with the help of Raj Todanmal, one of the governors in Akbar's court, this huge temple at the place commemorating the deities. This magnificent palace, like architecture made up of a raved stone and adorned with the intricate hand carvings, beautiful arches, domes and exquisite paintings, on its inner walls and ceiling, presents an exceptional masterpiece as the reminiscent of Mughal era. Ladli means the beloved daughter, and Lal means the beloved son. Thus the temple ensuring with the deities of Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani is known as a Ladli Lal temple. There is a series of approximately 200 steps leading to the top of the hill to the main gate of Sriji temple. Down at the foot of these steps, there is a palace of Vrishabhanu Maharaj, the father of Radharani. Inside the courtyard, there is a small temple with the deities of Vrishabhanu Maharaj with his consort Kirtira, along with the deities of his daughter Sri Radharani and son Sri Rama. Near to this temple, there are two other smaller shrines. One is of them is dedicated to Lord Brahma, who is believed to be giving his blessing to people going for the view of Sriji temple. The other shrine is dedicated to the 8 close friends, Sakhis, of goddess Radha, and is known as the Ashtasakhi temple. When you stand at the Ladliji temple, from there if you look at your left hand side, then you will see this particular palace. That was actually built by one king. He wanted to make that new temple for the Sri Ladli Lalji. But they never moved there. So right now, this temple they are using is at a museum, and there is this deities installed by that king. And this is one of the beautiful temple in the Vrajmandal. From this temple, when we walk further, then there is one place which is known as a Morakuti. It is said that in this Morakuti there is a wonderful picture of Srimati Radharani and Krishna. They are dancing in peacock form. And that painting is done by one blind devotee. One day what happened? At this particular place, Srimati Radharani, she got a man, means sulkiness. She got a little bit angry, but that anger is out of love. And just to pacify her, what Krishna did, he started dancing like a peacock. He dressed himself like a peacock and he also started dancing like a peacock. And when Radharani saw that, she became very amazed and she forgot about her anger and she also joined Krishna. And both they started dancing. In another incident, one more story is there about this. In there they say that once Radha and Krishna were sitting at this place enjoying their association, soon they were surrounded by many peacocks who, enchanted by the sight of loving association of divine couple, started dancing with open feathers. Radha and Krishna were so much excited that this sight that they started imitating the dancing like those peacocks. Thus the place has been named as a Morakuti. So on one of the peaks of this mountain, you can find this Morakuti, this green building. And inside that building, this painting is there. And it is said that this painting is done by one blind devotee. There are very amazing things are there in Vrindavan, because their lordship, like day before yesterday we have discussed about Surdas. Even though he was a blind, he used to see all the pastimes of their lordship. He used to give detailed explanation about what dresses they are wearing, what kind of ornaments they are having, what particular things they have put on that particular day. So that can happen only when you transcend this material body, when your consciousness get elevated and you started thinking and realizing and understanding the things beyond these material senses. Because through our material senses it's not possible to understand their lordship. Because Lord is known as a Adhokshaja. Adhokshaja means Adhokrata Akshaja Jnanaha, which is not known by the knowledge of these senses. Because our senses are blunt, and with these blunt senses, blunt material senses, you can't see their lordship, who is transcendental to this material nature. So, by seeing your surrender, the degree of surrender and intensity of your sadhana, Lord manifests that knowledge in your heart, through which you can see their lordship. And you can see their Lord through ears, not by eyes. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is explained in the 3rd canto, 9th chapter. There is one nice verse which says, Shruta Ekshana Pantaha. Which path you have to follow to see their lordship? Through the hearing from an authentic source. If you hear it from an authentic source, then definitely you will understand about the pastimes, the glories, and the nature of their lordship. And here we are having examples how even the blind man can see their lordship and he can paint also. So Morkuti has this wonderful painting. Next to Morkuti, if you go walk down, then there is this Krishna Kunda, which is known as a Gehavar Kunda also. In this particular place, Lord Krishna and Radharani used to come and perform their Jalakrida. This Vana is known as a Gehavar Vana because it has so many bushes or kunjas, we can say. So even daytime, sunlight not reaches down there on the earth. It's so having so much shadow of the trees. And it's a very nice place to go and sit and do your sadhana. So, this is actually this Geharvana. There are a lot of Kadamba trees are there, then small shrubs are there. And this Brahma's 4 heads, they are known as, one is Mangad, one is Dangad, one is Bhangad, or one is Vilasgad. On each of these 4 peaks or heads of the Brahmas, they are having one temple. So on the Mangad, they are having this Mana Mandir, where Radharani once got angry with Krishna and she had this Mana Leela. And just to specify her, Krishna took form of a peacock and he started dancing in front of her. So this is that Leela which has picturized by devotees. They have done it nicely. Here Radharani is angry with Krishna and Krishna is consoling her. And after some time, when he takes form of a peacock and starts dancing, by seeing that Radharani becomes jubilant and she comes and joins him. And both they dance here like a peacocks. Next to that, there is a Dohani Kund. It is said that in Garga Samhita that Nanda Maharaj had 9 lakh cows. And this is the particular place where these cows get to be milked. So one day Yashoda Maya along with Kana, she came there. And they were milking the cows. And same time Srimati Radharani also came there with her friends and she wanted to play there around. And when Yashoda Maya, she saw Shriji, she got captured by the beauty of Srimati Radharani. And she called her. She arranged her dress nicely. She decorated her face with the different kinds of colors. She got done the makeup for her. And asked her to just sit beside her. And she was, in her mind, she was thinking, I should get married Krishna to Srimati Radharani. And that was her inner desire. She wanted to get done that. And then Krishna, being a Paramatma in everyone's heart, he came to know that. So he wanted to be with Radharani. So he was just finding a reason how to go close to her. So he asked, do you know how to milk cows? Then Srimati Radharani told that, I don't know. I never learned that. I don't do that. And he said, okay, come, I will teach you. And this is the particular place where Lord Krishna taught Srimati Radharani how to milk cows. They sat beside each other and he showed her. He asked Srimati Radharani that you hold 2 udders, I will hold 1 or 2 udders and we will start milking. And just see, look at me how I am doing and practice in that way. And just repeat that way. Then you will also learn. So here Krishna taught Shriji how to milk cows. And that's why this place is known as a Dohini Kunda. In remembrance of this particular pastime, Vajrana, he prepared one kunda there. And this is known as a Dohini Kunda. It is one of the biggest kunda in the Vrajmandal. Then next to that there is one small village which is known as a Kabaro. And there they have a deities of Navwari and Chawari Devis. This Navwari and Chawari, they used to render their service at Vrishabhanu's place. They used to collect cow dung from Vrishabhanu Maharaja's Goshala. And in this village, there is a Surya Kunda where one of the Ashtasaki, whose name was Champaklata, she used to perform austerities to please Sun God. And when one Sun God got pleased with her, he gifted her one necklace. And Champaklata took that. And she said, I'm not worth to wear this necklace, so it's better that I should gift it to Srimati Radharani. That's the nature of devotee. Whenever devotee gets anything best, what he does? He wanted to offer it to their Lordship. So here Champaklata, when she got that necklace from a sun god, immediately that gem necklace, she gave it to Radharani. When she visited this Kabhora village. So after putting that gem necklace, Srimati Radharani went and made this to Navwari and Chawari. She played with their dolls there. She had prasadam also. And when she wanted to go, that time, when she came near to Vrishabhanu's palace, she started thinking in her mind, what should I tell to my parents if they ask me from where you have got this necklace? And it's too costly, it's so precious. And if I tell them that I have got it from one of my friends, they will not accept it. They may have a doubt on me. So it's better, what should I do? She took out that necklace and there was one kunda. She started throwing that in that kunda. And because as she started throwing that gems in the kunda, that whole kunda turned into that water kunda, it turned into the gems kunda. Rather than the water, that kunda got filled with the gems. And she came back. And when she returned back to Vrajmandal Maharaja's palace, there she saw that her father is a bit disturbed. And he is in tension. So she asked him, what happened? Baba, what is there that giving you so much botheration? The Nanda Baba told her that he had sent the invitation card of her wedding along with the necklace of pearls to Sri Nandaraj's palace. And a bucket full of pearls have come from there. And now what should I do? And what should I send to them? Because they have sent me the bucket full of pearls. So I have to send something more. Then Sriji told him, Baba, don't worry. There is a kunda full of gems in your place. You take out 3-4 buckets from that and send them. Then Sri Vrishabhanuji said, you are mad. Where is such a kunda at our place? To this, Sri Radhaji said, come, I will show you. She came to this kunda along with Sri Vrishabhanuji and showed him. And Sri Vrishabhanuji was surprised on seeing this and thus realized the divine form of a Srimati Radharani. He sent 4 buckets full of pearls to Sri Nandaraj's palace. And the kunda from which the gems were found is called Ratna Kunda. And still that Ratna Kunda is there. So when you move from the Ratna Kunda and start to come back towards the Barasana on the Ladliji's temple, then this particular place is there, which is the place in between Dangad and Mangad. And there is a narrow passage in between these two mounds. Only one person can go through there. And generally, when gopis, they used to take butter and other things from this particular place, then Krishna used to demand tax from them. And one day they were not agree for that. Then they asked, okay, we will give you, but you have to do one thing for us. Then Krishna asked, what do you want me to do? And they said, okay, you dance for us, and if you dance nicely and if it enchants us, then we can give you everything. And there, Krishna, he started in front of the gopis and made them happy. And he took butter, milk, whatever they had. So this place is known as a Sankri Kor. Sankri Kor means Sankri, narrow passage, from where they used to move on. Then there is the next place which is known as a Vilasgarh. There they have a deities of Sri Vilas Bihari. In this place, their lordship used to perform most intimate Leela. And to have a darshan of that Leela, Lord Brahma is living there in the form of a mountain. And generally, His Holiness Sachinanda Swami Maharaj, he stays there for every Chaturmas. and he conducts Harinam retreat there. For months together, he gets all the devotees from the all over world. They come there and they go and they chant every day 64 rounds. They don't do anything else. They sit together, they chant. After chanting, they read something. Again they chant, again they read. They'll have prasad, take some rest, again come back, again sit, chant. Because this is the place where you can relish your chanting. Then there is the next place which is known as a Chiksoli. It's the small village in the backside of Barasana. And next to that Krishna Kunda, where Chitralekha used to stay. She is one of the Sakhi in Ashta Sakhis. And she was quite expert in painting. She used to decorate Srimati Radharani with different kinds of paints. And even she used to make nice paintings also. And there used to be a Chitra Shala, means painting room, where Radharani used to go and she also used to paint. So that's the place which is known as Chiksoli. And this is the place where once Lord Krishna, he stolen peas from one gopi's field. As a thief, he used to do all sort of stealing. Then when we move ahead further, then there is a place which is known as a Uchaga. This is one of the beautiful place next to Barasana. This is the air view of Sri Lalita Devi's temple, which is on the top of the Sakhi Parvat. And next to that, there is, you can find, there is a backside, they have a bigger kunda. That kunda is known as a Deha Kunda. And here, once Sri Krishna gave Srimati Radharani in charity to a Brahmana. And after giving Radharani in charity, the Lord started feeling separation from her. And thus asked the Brahmana to return her. Then on one condition that Krishna should, Brahmana agreed. And he said that Krishna should donate gold to him equivalent to the weight of Srimati Radharani. And then the Brahmana agreed, okay, you give me, then I can give you her back. So on the bank of this kunda, Krishna donated gold equivalent to the weight of Srimati Radharani and got her back. And this kunda is on the foothill of the Uchaga, and it is known as a Deha Kunda. Actually, there is one more incident. He said that once gopis, they took Srimati Radharani with them. And Krishna asked them, okay, please return Radharani. Let me spend time with her. Then they asked, in return, what you will give us? We may give you Srimati Radharani. But what you will give us? Then he said, I don't have anything to give you, because already you have taken everything from me. I have this body only, because my soul is with you. Now who is my soul? Srimati Radharani. And already you have taken her. So what I am having, just this body. So if you want, you can take my body. And Krishna offered his body to them. And in remembrance of that, Vajrana, he established this kunda. And that's why this kunda is known as a Deha Kunda. There they have a beautiful deities of Sri Radha Deha Bihari ji. It's very beautiful deities. Actually, they are also 5,000 years old. They were installed by Vajrana himself. And there they have one more deity of Revati Balram. Actually, from distance if you see, they look like a Krishna Balram. If you go close only, they can make it out that they are not Krishna Balram. If someone tells you, then you will understand who are they. Actually, once what happened, when Balram ji went on a Parikrama, when he came back to this particular place, he had a desire to perform yajna. Because in previous yuga, what used to today, if they used to take some sankalpa, after completing that particular task, they used to offer it to their lordship. Yat karoshi yadashnasi, like that. So whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you endeavor you do, that you have to offer it for the Lord. So Balaramji, after finishing his pilgrimage, he came to this place and he wanted to perform yajna. And for a married man, it is necessary, if he has to get done any karma kanda, his wife should be present there with him. If she is not there, then that person is not considered as a Purna Purusha. He is considered as a Apurna. Because after marriage, his half body is his wife. So the person who is Vidura, whose wife has died, he is not qualified to get done any kind of a karma kanda thing. Either he should get married again and then get done the things, otherwise he is not qualified to do that. Not a single person or not a single woman, they should perform any kind of a karma kanda activity. So here, to perform that yajna, he called Revati ji. And thus Revati ji came first time to Vraja. And they performed this sacrifice and got done the Purnavati for that. So there they have a beautiful deities of Revati Balaram. These are Shri Radha Deha Bihari ji. From here, when we move further, then we reach at a Sakhi Giri Parvat. And this is beautiful hill which has numbers of pastime places. One of that is Fisalini Shila, on which gopis used to slide on. As we have seen, there is one more Fisalini Shila or Fisalan part is there in Kamavan, where Lord Krishna and his friends, when they used to go for grazing their cows, they used to play around and they used to slide on that stone. So same way here in this Sakhi Giri, which belongs to Sakhis, which belongs to Radharani's associates, on that they used to play. And there also they are having the lotus footprints of gopis. You can find the impression of ankles there, anklets, pile on the stone. And as we have seen in a Kamyavan, Srimati Radharani, she made an arrangement so that Vrinda Devi can get married with Krishna. So in this place, in Uchaga, she made such an arrangement that she got married Lalita to Krishna. And as we have discussed yesterday, that Srimati Radharani is always trying to facilitate gopis so that they can meet Krishna. And gopis are always trying to make an arrangement so that Radha Krishna they can come together and they have their own pastime. And this is the place where all the gopis played with Shri Radha and Krishna. And after having rasa there, when they felt thirsty, then Krishna asked gopis, you can dig well here. And they started digging. When they started doing that, there was no water. They looked at Krishna, what to do now? Then Krishna, he called 3 sacred rivers there, Ganga, Jamuna and Saraswati, and asked them to manifest here. So in this well, you can get the water of Triveni. Then, this is the place which is known as a Sakhigiri. When you move from there and come on the main road, which goes from Barasana to Nandagram, on that road, in the corner you will find this Pili Pokhar. Actually, When Durvasa Muni he came to Vrindavan, Srimati Radharani pleased him very much by her services. And when he got pleased with her, he gave her a boon that whatever you cook and whoever eats it, that person will never die. He will become transcendental to this material nature. And that Mata Yashoda came to. So what she did, she requested Vrishabhanu Maharaj and Kirtida Maya that please send Srimati Radharani to our place so that she can cook it for our Lala. So every day Srimati Radharani from Barasana, she used to go to Nandaga to make different preparation for their lordship. And it is said by Rupa Goswami that whatever she used to cook, that thing never used to get repeated. Can you imagine? She never repeated a single item. Every day there is a new item with a new taste. So one day, Yashoda Maya thought, it's better that I should get engaged her with Krishna. So as per the Vedic tradition, if mother-in-law applies turmeric powder or haldi on the hands of daughter-in-law, then it is considered that now marriage is fixed. So one day, on the auspicious occasion, Yashoda Maya, she applied haldi on the hands of Srimati Radharani. And Radharani got amazed. He said, what is this? If I go with these hands to Barasana, what people will think about that? And what my family members will think? So while coming back to Barasana, and before entering the palace of Vrishabhanu Maharaj, in this kunda she came and she washed her hands. And the whole water of this kunda became yellow. If now also you go there and see, this water has a yellowish tinge. Every time they take it out, again it comes from the dam, it fills it up and it becomes yellow. And that's why this place is known as a Pili Pokhar. And now they called it as a Priya Kunda. Then there is another kunda is there. Now they called it as a Bhanu Khora, but previously it was known as a Vrishabhanu Kunda. And this kunda is a huge masonry tank with a flight of steps leading to the water reservoir. It is believed to be the bathing place of Vrishabhanu Maharaj, the father of Srimati Radharani. In the vicinity of Bhanu Khora, there is a small water lake called as a Kirtida Kunda, where Radharani's mother, Kirtida, used to come for her morning bath. Near to Bhanu Khora, there is a 3-storied building known as a Jal Mahal by the local people. It is supported on the series of dome colonnades which open onto the shore of the tank for bathing convenience of the ladies. Near to Vrishabhanu Kunda, there is a small shrine dedicated to Lord Shiva, known with the name of Vrajeshwar Mahadev. This deity of Lord Shiva was actually installed by Vrishabhanu Maharaj for his own worship. This is that Vrishabhanu Kunda, Bhanu Khora. So when you move further towards Nandagram, so there is one place which is known as a Prem Sarovar. And it is said, this is the particular place when once Srimati Radharani was sitting and she was so beautiful and she was totally absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna. And Lord was just sitting next to her. And that time, and she had a fragrance of a kadamba flower to her body. So one bhramara, bhunga or bumblebee, that came and started just roaming around her. And that was bothering her actually. Continuously that was going on around her. Then Krishna looked at that and he asked Madhumangal, Madhumangal, just take away this bumblebee. And then Madhumangal came and he took away that bumblebee. And then he said, now Madhu has gone away, so don't worry, everything is okay. When Radharani heard that Madhumangal has gone away, she started crying that Madhu has gone away. Because for her, Madhu means Krishna. And she felt so much separation in her heart. She started continuously crying. And by seeing her crying, Krishna started crying. And both they cried so much, they filled this kunda. So this Prema Sarovar is none other than the tears of Srimati Radharani and Krishna. And it is said that every day, even today also, their Lordship they come and they perform Leela here in this water. That's why you can find here very exalted Babajis. They are having their own kutir around this. They sit and they do their sadhana. Very few people actually they go to this place. Even though it is on the just on the road, just you have to walk inside maybe 100-200 meters to reach this spot. But very few people they go. Because this place is not accessible for the people who are having a materialistic desires in their heart. It's not that easy for those people to enter in this particular place. Very sincere people who are really serious in their chanting, in their sadhana, only they can go there. Otherwise, most of the people they go from that road, but they pass by. They never get that desire to go and have darshan of them. So this is one of the very beautiful place in between Barasana and Nandagram. So when you walk further from Barasana towards Nandagram, there is one place which is known as a Sanket Vana. This particular place actually, which used by Krishna for signaling Radharani, because that is exactly in the middle of Nandagaon and Barasana. So standing there, Krishna used to produce different kinds of sounds. He used to play different kinds of ragas on his flute, so that Srimati Radharani used to get intimation that now he is there or he wanted to do some particular activity, so he is playing this raga. And that's why this Vana is known as a Sanketa Vana. And there they have deities of Shri Radha Ramanaji, Ramana Bihari Lalji. They called him Sanket Bihari Lalji also. And these deities were established by the same person, Toradmal, who was working in Akbar's court. He established temple there and he installed these deities. And in 2009, these deities got stolen. And near about 11th month, there were no deities in the temple. And all the pujaris, they were into custody. Police were taking their remand. Because there are 12 Brahmin families who were there. But for years together, they never took a proper care of these deities. So one day what happened? Someone came and nobody was there in the temple. He just grabbed the deities and moved away from there. And what that person did, he took that deities and put it in the field. Generally where they stock dry grass, in between that he put it. And for 7 months, everyone was looking for that. The whole village people, then whole police system, Mathura SP, he personally took interest into that, and he selected few police officers and he asked them that you should get it done. I want these deities, you should work on that. Actually, one person who used to visit the temple regularly, he was a mason. And somehow or other he came to know that deities are very costly. Right now that costs millions of dollars actually. And that's why he just wrapped the deities in the bag and he took them away. And after 7 months, what happened, only Sanket Bihari knows. That fellow, he used his same SIM card which he was using before 7 months. And that got tracked by the police. And they just retrieved all the conversation what had happened on that SIM card, because everything gets recorded in the system of particular network. And there they found it out that this person has taken a deities. So they searched him and they got back Sri Radha Sanket Bihari ji. But they were not able to get everything. Sanket Bihari ji lost his one eye and Srimati Radharani lost her one bracelet. That they were not able to trace it out whether it has gone. And again, they called all the Babajis from Vrindavan and Vrajmandal and they reinstalled these deities. So once when we went to visit this temple, that Pujari was telling, actually nothing, it was just his Leela, so that we can take care of it properly. Our ancestors, they took it. But right now in our whole 12 families, not a single person from the new generation is coming to the temple or rendering any service to that. And since they got lost, police used to come and for a week they used to take whole one family and they used to give them remand. They used to beat them like a hell just to take it out who has stolen their deities. All these 12 families, they got nice thrash from the police officers. And then they realized it's just punishment for us so that we can render proper service to Sanket Bihari. And since that day, they have really become serious and they have dedicated one each young person from their family and they are in their turns they are rendering service to Sanket Bihari. So next to this temple, there is this kunda, and this kunda is known as a Vivaha Kunda. Somewhere it is written Vivala Kunda. But once, that looks so beautiful actually. Once, all the gopis, what they did, when Radha and Krishna they are here, they are sitting in front of each other, but still they were feeling so intense separation from them, from each other. Vivala. They were very, what you can say, what's the proper word for vivala? They just wanted to be with each other. So what they did, all the gopis, they got together and they got married, Radha and Krishna, there at this place. And that's why this place is known as a Vivaha. There they have a temple of Lord Shiva also. So, Yugal Swarup fell in love at Prem Sarovar. Engagement took place in Barasana and marriage at Sanketwa. And whenever the pilgrims they visit this place, mostly from Sri Vallabha Sampradaya, they really get done one marriage ceremony. And at the Baitak of Vallabhacharya, from there Lord rides on the horse and he comes there, and Srimati Radharani comes from there, and they get married on this place. So this is the wonderful place which is known as the Vivaha Kunda. So we will stop here today, and tomorrow we will continue from here to Nandagaon. Now we have understood what is Barasana, what was Govardhan, what was there in Kamyava, and now we will see what is there in Nandagaon. Because Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwar, all the three, they are there in Vraja, in the form of mountain. Lord Vishnu is there in the Vraja, in the form of a mountain as Giriraj. Brahma is there as a mountain on Barasana, which is Dangad, Bhangad, Mangad and Vilasgad. And now Lord Shiva is there in the form of this Nandagram. Nandagaon is also on the hilltop, and that hill is none other than Lord Shiva himself. Lord Shiva is meditating there on the Lord's pastime, and because of that there is a Shivalinga or Nandeshwar, and that was installed by Vajranath himself. There is another temple of Aseshwar. We will discuss about that tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Shri Barasana Dham ki, Srimati Radharani ki jai. Thank you very much.